welcome to Tournament of Power Season 39, and today we are going to start our route prep. So basically this is the route. I think I can move this a bit to the left because we don't have any teams where 4 colors are in the game, in the stage, so yeah, of course, quick explanation. So we will see twice Gotenks absorbed blue, so I put it here too, as we will see 100% special move gauge at the start of the first turn, and there are a couple of locks at the start of turns, so second or first, I don't know, I can't remember right now, but I believe this is the second, and this is the second turn, also 100% special move ready, so yeah, that's why I've put it here. It's not too much, I guess, and of course we will see twice 6 stages with double red units, and in 2 of them it will be 3 red units, and so on. So 7 stages with double blue, 13 stages with double green, and 9 stages with double purple, and in one of them for blue, green and purple are going to be 3 units with the same color, so nothing special really. Yeah, very various colors are used here. As you can see, there are a lot of stages with Beerus and Charlotte. Let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 7 out of 25 stages are with Beerus, and Charlotte stages are very easy stages. So if you are going to take a bit harder route, you can actually try to do this, because yeah, basically you play with instead of 25 stages, just 18. Yeah, basically those stages with Charlotte and Beerus are most easiest ones, so you can even count them out. Of course you will take some damage, but still, if you select the correct order, you will just move on smoothly to the next stage. Okay, so let's start from the first one, and we have Gotenks absorbed blue, like I said. So first one is Vegeta, Legends Limited. Of course you have to remember those are characters without Zenkai Awakening, so the abilities on your characters, if you have Zenkai Awakened them, will be a bit different. So don't be afraid, it's not an error, it's just they are different without Zenkai Awakened. Okay, so if you play with Goku, Vegeta will get instantly 25% to damage inflicted. At the start of turn he gets minus 30% to damage received for 1 turn, and plus 40% to damage inflicted for 1 turn. At the start of the second turn he transforms himself and get plus 30% to strike damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. At the start of the third turn he gets plus 50% to next special move damage, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% to damage received. Yeah, the first one, 50% to next to all next special move damage inflicted, is garbage here, because he will never actually use his special move. It's not possible, so yeah. In this case, he will just inflict enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30%. Sorry, to damage received. So yeah, it's a bit much with minus 30% to damage received, but yeah, hopefully he is a bit slow. Vidal next, first turn, she gets plus 30% to strike damage inflicted, second turn minus 20% to damage received, and third turn additionally plus 50% to strike damage inflicted. So at the start of the third turn she gets 80% to strike damage inflicted, a bit much. Okay, start of battle, Gotenks absorb Boo. Start of battle, he gets plus 60% to damage inflicted for 2 turns and plus 60 to cure recovery. The start of the first turn, he gets 100% to special move gouge and plus 30% to damage inflicted, which stacks up to 90% to damage inflicted at the start of the first turn. On special move, arts activation, he cancel enemy attribute upgrade, so if you have like defensive character with minus, I don't know, for example Gohan with taunt, he will remove those buffs, so he will not have minus 55% to damage received at the start of the first turn, so it will be easy to finish him off. And it counts to all your characters. If you have defensive abilities like damage reduction, he will remove those buffs. And also, yeah, special move, so you would like to defeat him quite fast. So select him first, and of course he has around 2470 Q restore speed, I believe. Yeah, 76. So make sure to have your friendship level on your units boosted to have them a bit quicker than this unit. Okay, the next one is Super Saiyan 2 Goku. If you play with on receiving attack, if you play with character Vegeta, he instantly gets minus 20% to damage received. On strike arts attack, he gets plus 30% to damage inflicted, and after receiving attack, he gets plus 15% to strike damage inflicted, activates 3 times. So in worst case scenario, if you attack him 3 times and he will still survive to attack you, he will get 75% to strike damage inflicted, so make sure to defeat him in one run. Okay, the next one is Gohan Adult. Okay, at the start of turn, he gets 20% to blast damage inflicted for 1 turn. At the start of the second turn, he transforms himself, heals himself 10%, gets additionally 70 to Q recovery and plus 40 to damage inflicted. At the start of the third turn, he activates special action, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 50%, not 15, 50% to blast damage received. So yeah, most likely I would like to defeat him quite fast, because before transformation he has around 2300 Q restore speed, and after transformation around I believe 2600 Q restore speed or so, or close to 2700. So yeah, I believe I would like to defeat Gotenks Absorb Boo first, then maybe, I don't know, Vidal, Gohan, maybe Super Saiyan Goku first form, then go to Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I explained the order why, but later on, I believe tomorrow, I will start performing, so I will tomorrow explain why this order. Of course, if you play with different team than I will, then the order might be different. Okay, Super Saiyan first perform Goku, start of turn, plus 40% to strike damage inflicted. And start of turn, if there is another allied element purple or red, he gets additionally 20% to damage inflicted, so 60% to strike damage inflicted, or 20% to damage inflicted with plus strike arts attack. The next one is this stage. I thought a bit about going here, but actually the easier route is around here, so I need to move through a bit harder stage first, so it's still at the beginning, so not ideal. I would like to have them later on, but yeah, it is what it is. So Dragon Fist Goku, start of battle, plus 80% to damage inflicted, minus 20% to damage received, plus 80 to Q recovery. It's a lot. Start of first turn. Okay, so this is not going to be any good information, so I'll just skip it. It's unuseful. Yeah, this one on strike or blast arts attack, plus 10% to damage inflicted for one turn, plus 10% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Okay, so each time he uses strike or blast arts, he buffs himself up quite exponentially, so you have to be wary of this. Before receiving strike arts attack, health is 35% or lower, allies in range. Okay, he performs cover change on strike arts attack. I cannot remember which one he covers. This is the new stage actually. So yeah, I don't know who will he cover rescue. So most likely I will start from him, as he is the most powerful unit here. So yeah, I will hope that I will manage to defeat him quite fast. Unfortunately, there are no Q restore speed fields on the layout bonus, so yeah, I'll have to think of something. After receiving an attack on own health is 60% or lower, he restores health by 4%, activates once, and plus 25% to special move gouge. Yeah, it doesn't matter, he will not use his special move, so... So 20% to damage received bonus, we have to remember that it will be cut damage by 20%. Great Saiyaman. We had opportunity to actually cover this unit a couple of times. At the start of turn, he gets plus 30% to damage inflicted. End of turn, allies in range, including himself, so most likely Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Lord Slag will get those buffs, plus additionally one of the below units, I don't know which one, plus 20% to damage inflicted for one turn. At the end of the turn, at the start of first turn, he activates special action, minus 30% to damage received for 2 turns, plus 50 to Q recovery, and applies buff effect nullified attribute, downgrades and abnormal conditions 3 times each. Okay, so we should left him alone till 3rd turn, I guess, just to when his buff minus 30% damage received buffs will wear off. Okay, let's move on to Slug. Remember, this is not Zenkai awakened character, so his stats and abilities are a bit different. Start of turn, according to own remaining health. 50% or above, plus 40% to strike damage inflicted, 50% or below, and this is inaccuracy, I believe. But yeah, maybe there is no even 50%. You can't have even 50% health. I don't know. Yeah, so 50% or below, plus 50% straight damage inflicted. Start of second turn, plus 25% to all damage inflicted, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade, minus 40 to key recovery, and plus 40 to damage received for 2 turns. Okay, so yeah, this one could be second. But yeah, it really is a bit annoying, this 40% damage received, especially for 2 turns. Let's move on to Goku. I believe he is quite easy to kill character. Start of first turn, minus 20% to damage received for 3 turns, plus 40% to straight damage inflicted for 3 turns. End of second turn, plus 60% to special move damage inflicted and 50% to special move gouge. Every time an ally is defeated, plus 15% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Okay. So another character with minus 20% to damage received, but this time for 3 turns. Great Saiyaman was for 2 turns. And Super Saiyan Goku 20%, minus 20%. All the time. Okay, I have to think, because there might be chances that he will use his special move at the start of the 4th turn. But yeah, he is so slow that every 6 characters in my team actually can hit him, and yeah, I might defeat him before he actually can perform this. Alright, on hit target is Saiyan, Turtles. Plus 30% to damage inflicted instantly, so if you play with Saiyans, remember that he will hit hard, a bit harder. Start of turn, plus 50% to all damage inflicted, and minus 20% to all damage received for 1 turn. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, plus 15% to damage received for 1 turn. Alright. Start of turn, if there is enemy tech Saiyan. Okay, so if you play with Saiyans, he will inflict attribute downgrade, minus 10% to damage inflicted. So all your characters have minus 10% to damage inflicted. Start of third turn, resource health by 10%. Nothing special. But yeah, again, this is another unit with damage reduction, so we have 4 units with damage reduction, which is not ideal. Hero Tapion. Start of battle, plus 25% to damage inflicted, not much. Start of turn, according to number of allies remaining. 6 allies plus 30% to strike damage inflicted, 5 allies plus 40 to damage inflicted, 40% to damage inflicted, and 4 allies or less plus 50% to damage inflicted and 40 to key recovery. Start of turn, if there is an allied character Trunks. There is not, so it doesn't matter. Start of the second turn, activate special action, minus 100 to enemy special move gouge, and inflicts attribute downgrade, minus 25% to damage inflicted for 2 turns, and minus 50 to key recovery, also for 2 turns. Okay, so this one, as easy as it may look like, it may cause some trouble, especially with those damage inflicted and damage reduction. Yeah, so most likely I will try to go for Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, maybe Tapion next, Turtles third, and go for Great Saiyaman, Lord Slug, and maybe Goku last. Yeah, I don't know yet how to approach to this stage. But yeah, let's move on to 3 stars, 3-fist stage. Kid Buu, another hard to kill character, especially if you play with Tech Science. If he targets Texian, he will get instantly 25% to damage inflicted, and at the start of battle he will get plus 80% to damage inflicted, minus 25% to damage received, and nullify subnormal conditions 5 times. At the end of turn, he gets additionally 15 to key recovery, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 1 turn. Okay, so each turn, fine. Start of second turn, he cancels attribute downgrades, restores health by 10%, and plus 30% to damage inflicted. And that's all. So yeah, this one is very strong character. Unfortunately, with additional damage received bonuses. And unfortunately there is Gotenks Absorb boost, so we can't focus on Kid Buu first in this stage. But maybe second. Yeah, maybe second. Just don't play with red type units. Okay, so Fat Buu or Good Buu, whatever. At the start of turn, plus 20% to own strike damage inflicted for 1 turn, and minus 25% to own damage received for 1 turn, and inflicts enemies in range with attribute downgrade plus 20% to damage received for 1 turn. Okay, so damage received for 1 turn is going to be in the middle row. Yeah, in the middle row. So if you don't put anyone in the middle row, in the row where is upgrade special move, then you will be saved from this attribute downgrade from him, and there is nothing to worry about. Start of battle, yeah, restores 15% of damage received, up to 15% of own health. End of second turn, restores health by 3% in allies in range, so most likely it will be great. It will be Hercule and Kid Buu, because he heals on the sides. And that's it for this character. Let's go to Hercule. Start of turn, all enemies inflict attribute downgrade minus 15 to key recovery for 1 turn. Yeah, it's nothing special. And after receiving an attack, own health is 40% or below. Allies gets plus 30% to damage inflicted and plus 30 to key recovery. Okay, so yeah, this one will be annoying, but fortunately it's the weakest. I think it's the weakest unit in the game, so yeah, there is nothing to worry about. We can leave him last. Okay, about Gotenks I've already told you, and we go to Ultimate Gohan Absorbed. Yeah, this one Super Buu is quite annoying in Tournament of Power, and by annoying I mean he is quite powerful, maybe even more powerful than Kid Buu. At the start of battle he gets 90 to key recovery, minus 20 to damage received, plus 75 to damage inflicted. Cannot be cancelled. Sorry. At the start of first turn, he gets additional 50 to key recovery for 2 turns. That doesn't matter. Before receiving strike, arts attack health is 30% or lower. Allies in range performs cover change. That I didn't know, and I cannot remember what characters he cover rescue. Are they on the sides or upper or below him? You can check that out for yourself. Of course, this is new stage, so actually I don't really know. On Blast Arts attack, he gets plus 20% to own damage inflicted. Cancel enemy buff effects activates once. So yeah, he is fast and he cancel attribute upgrades. So yeah, I would like to defeat him first, but I cannot choose to characters to defeat first, because he is quite fast, so I have to accept that he probably remove buffs effects from one of my characters, and also there are 20% chances to follow with a blast arts attack. So yeah, in worst case scenario I will get hit twice by him. Hopefully I will not. So yeah, let's move on to Super Boo, and this one is not so powerful, I guess. Start of turn plus 40% to damage inflicted. Start of second turn inflicts attribute downgrade plus 25% to damage received. For 2 turns, minus 30 to recovery and minus 50% to health restoration, also for 2 turns. So yeah, nothing special except those 25% to damage received. Enemies in range. I have to look the range of this and just put characters. I think I will not put everyone out of any danger with damage received bonuses, but yeah, I can try to minimize the loss. So yeah, at the start of battle applies buff effects, restores 15% of damage received again. This is another character that has this. Yeah, it's a minor issue. If enemy is like hybrid Saiyan remaining, he gets yeah, special move and ultimate damage inflicted, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, so you can play with hybrid. It really doesn't matter this ability. Okay, so let's move on to this one. And this stage was covered a couple of times by me. So yeah, Gohan, before receiving a blast arts attack, health is 30% or lower. Yamcha in range, he performs covered change rescue. After receiving an attack, minus 25% on damage received cannot be cancelled, and plus 20% to damage inflicted by allies in range for 1 turn, probably also Yamcha. Start of turn, plus 40% to damage inflicted, and 50 to recovery. Start of turn, if there is a defeated ally, plus 40% to strike damage inflicted for 1 turn. But yeah, each turn. So let's move on to Yamcha. Yeah, start of turn, plus 50% to damage inflicted, plus 30 to critical rate and critical damage inflicted for 1 turn. On strike arts attack, his critical rate increased by 30% for 1 turn. On strike arts hit, inflicts heavy bleed. Start of second turn, plus 40 to key recovery for 2 turns and minus 40 to key recovery for 1 turn for 1 character. Yeah, or enemies in range, so maybe 2 characters. Okay, and after receiving an attack, minus 20% on damage received, unfortunately, and inflicts enemies in range with attribute downgrade, plus 20% to damage received. Okay, so I have to look out where I shouldn't put my characters, just not to get triggered with those damage received bonuses, or not bonuses, but debuffs. Yeah, it's more clear that way. Okay, so let's move on to Extreme Master Roshi. Again, minus 30% on damage received at start of turn. For 1 turn, plus 30 to allies key recovery and 45 to all damage inflicted for 1 turn. So yeah, a lot of characters with damage reduction. And unfortunately, there is specific order of getting this stage done. We cannot change that. Okay, so 121 green type this time. Start of turn, plus 40% on blast damage inflicted. minus 15% to own damage received for 1 turn, and inflicts attribute enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to plus damage received for 1 turn. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Start of second turn, inflicts enemy can't attack, so she will lock one of our characters randomly, and that's it. And before receiving strike, blast or special move, health is 30% or lower, allies in range perform cover change and nullifies that attack. I believe it's either Yamcha and Lunch, or Piccolo and Gohan, I guess. I cannot remember, but I think it's Lunch and Yamcha actually. So yeah, if we try to defeat Lunch first, then we have to be sure to defeat her in one attempt before she reaches 30%, because then she will be cover rescued by Android 21, or defeat Android 21 first. And yeah, if at least one ally is defeated, she gets additionally 30% damage inflicted and 30 to kill recovery. So this is the most another reason why to defeat her first. Let's move on to Piccolo, and this character, yeah, we should focus on him quite fast, because he gets, at the start of the third turn, he gets 100% special move gouge and plus 40 to make special move damage, and yeah, this one is going to hurt if we just let him loose. So yeah, this one should be second or third option for you. Okay, so at the start of battle he gets plus 20% damage inflicted, and end of first turn he transforms himself and gets 40% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, and 40 to kill recovery. So yeah, before transformation his key restore speed is around 2380, but after transformation he gets 2600 key restore speed, so he will be before all of your characters, especially those slowest ones. So yeah, be sure to defeat him first or quite fast. Okay, the next one is Lunch. This one is another annoying character. Start of turn plus 40% damage inflicted and minus 20% to damage received for 1 turn. End of second turn she activates special action, restores health by 10% to herself and 20% to damage inflicted by allies in range. Yeah, I cannot remember what is the range of her, but still. On Blast Arts attack, she gets plus 30% on blast damage inflicted for 1 turn, and inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 15% to plus damage received for 1 turn. So yeah, a lot of buffs, a lot of debuffs, and she's quite fast. She has around 2600 Q restore speed, I believe. Yeah, even more. So yeah, the order here would be Android 21, Piccolo. It depends with what you play, but if you play with red type units, probably you should focus on Master Roshi also. Maybe then Lunch and Gohan Yamcha, or Master Roshi, Gohan Yamcha, Lunch. Yeah, it's very, very tricky here. Okay, so the next one, the half of team were covered by me a couple of times. We have played with Trunks. So, and this character is very, very fast. I cannot remember after transformation how much key restore speed is boosted, but it's around 2700, I believe, or 600, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, After transformation, his key restore speed is boosted and he transforms himself at the start of the first turn. So yeah. Start of first turn, transforms himself last 3 turns, plus 40% to strike damage inflicted and 50 to recovery. End of first turn, activate special action, plus 20% to all damage inflicted, and plus 15% to damage inflicted by allied attack. Vegeta Clan, Super Saiyan, or Hybrid Saiyan. And Super Saiyan, I believe, yeah, only Vegeta Clan, so only Vegeta will be buffed, plus 15% to damage inflicted for 2 turns. Nothing special really, except he's very fast. Okay, so let's move to Goku. If you play with tag androids, he will get plus 30% to damage inflicted against them instantly. Start of first turn, he gets plus 20% to damage inflicted. Start of third turn, additionally 20% to damage inflicted. Start of battle, minus 25% to damage received again, and applies buff effects nullify attribute downgrade once. Before receiving strike arts attack, self activates special action and nullify that attack. Okay, so he strike cover rescues himself. End of turn, own health is 50% or below. He restores health by 3% and buffs himself additionally 25% to damage inflicted. Okay, let's move on to Vegeta. Start of battle plus 30% to strike damage inflicted for 1 turn. End of first turn, he transforms himself, gets 40% to damage inflicted, plus 20% to strike damage inflicted, and minus 20% to damage received. Okay, so that's important, because we can focus on him first. So he will not transform himself and he will not use his minus 20% to damage received bonus. On strike arts attack, he gets additionally 10% to strike damage inflicted for 1 turn. And that's it. So yeah, we would like to focus on him first, just because of this minus 20% damage received bonus, so yeah. Let's move on to Android 15, and Android 15 and 14 have the same passive ability, which is at the start of first turn, they inflict attribute downgrades minus 15% to damage inflicted and plus 15% to damage received for 2 turns on bottom and top row. So we will not avoid this for 3 of our characters. We have to put 3 characters in the middle and 3 characters on the boosted fields, as they are on the layout bonus, because we are not going to evade those debuffs, yeah. Additionally, start of turn, plus 40% to blast damage inflicted for 1 turn, if there are 3 or more allied attack androids remaining. He gets plus 40% to critical rate. At the start of turn, start of battle, nullifies abnormal conditions twice. Okay, that's it for this guy. Let's move on to 13. On hit, target is character Goku, so if you play with Goku and he attacks you, he gets additionally 25% to damage inflicted. At the start of battle, if there are 3 or more allied attack androids, he gets additionally plus 40% to damage inflicted and 40 to key recovery. So this is start of battle, so he will get it. And there is no other way. Actually, every time an allied attack android is defeated, restores health by 10% and plus 15% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Okay. Move on to Android 14, and just like I said earlier, he inflicts attribute downgrades minus 15% to damage inflicted and 15% to damage received for 2 turns, just like 15. At the start of battle, he nullifies abnormal conditions twice. Start of turn plus 40% straight damage inflicted, and start of turn if there are 3 or more allied attack androids remaining, minus 20% to damage received. So most likely, I'll try to defeat Vegeta first, then focus maybe on Trunks, and go for 13. After defeating 13, I can go maybe 15 and both green at the end. Yeah, it depends on, of course, on special moves and at that point on special moves and team, of course, with what you play. Alright, let's move on to this one. Well, actually, yeah, let's move on to this one. This one not. Yeah, a lot of strong enemies on the way. So yeah, this is the same stage but different fists, so it's going to be a bit easier. And yeah, now let's go. Of course, if you feel you can do it, you can go here, of course. But I would rather not, because Android 13 here gets so many buffs from both green and red type units here that he will be a great asset in the team, but actually is on the enemy team, not ours. So yeah, it's better to go actually on 3-fist fight with rival universe. And of course this one was also covered a couple of times by me. So Bergamo, just like before, we should leave him alone till the end. Because at the start of battle he gets minus 20% to damage received. Start of first turn plus 20% to damage inflicted, second turn 40 to cure recovery, third turn restores health and 20% to damage inflicted. So he will get only 20% to damage inflicted for 2 turns and 40% for third and fourth turn. But yeah, before receiving strike or blast arts attack, so it doesn't matter what you play with, he nullifies attack, so he self-cover rescue from strike or blast arts attack first attack, and after activating this special action after self-cover rescue, he cancel enemy attribute upgrades. So this unit that will attack him, he will cancel their upgrades, and he gets plus 50% to next strike or blast art damage inflicted. So yeah, most likely we would like to leave him alone last and defeat him in one attempt. Of course, those minus 20% to damage received are going to play a role here, so yeah, prepare yourself for hitting him with a couple of units and he will still survive, so especially with those self-cover rescue too. So and yeah, after receiving strike, blast or special move arts attack, he gets plus 10% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates 3 times, and plus 10 to cure recovery also activates 3 times. So one more reason to leave him alone till last. Okay, Lavender, plus 40% start of battle, plus 40% to damage inflicted, and minus 15% to damage received. Unfortunately, you cannot cancel it. On strike or blast arts attack, inflict strong poison. Start of first turn, plus 50 to next strike and blast arts damage inflicted, plus 30 to cure recovery. And on strike or blast arts hit enemy, inflicts attribute downgrades, minus 10 to cure recovery, activates twice, and minus 20% to health restoration. Well, So nothing actually to worry about at the start of the first turn, except those 40% to damage inflicted and minus 15% to damage received, and also plus 50% the next strike, and plus arts damage inflicted. So first attack, it's going to be 90% to damage inflicted from this guy. So most likely we would like to defeat him first, of course, or second at least. But there are more powerful, I guess, characters on the field. Okay, Basil. Plus 40% to strike damage inflicted, plus 50 to key recovery, start of first turn, plus 30% to damage inflicted for 2 turns, and minus 10% to damage received for 2 turns, and additionally 40 key recovery also for 2 turns. Yeah, I guess we could leave him alone till 3rd turn. Just those buffs will wear off. But then again, this one is one of the most powerful units, so yeah, maybe after Champa and Lavender we can focus on him. Cocoon's a defense type unit. We played with her quite nicely. She did a good job with girls on my side. So yeah, start of turn, minus 20% to damage received. Also start of turn, if there are 3 or more allied attack rival universe, plus 30% to damage inflicted and minus 20% to next damage sustained. Activates once, effect remains until hit with an enemy attack. Okay, so nothing much to say about it. Champa. Yeah, at the start of battle, if there are a rival universe, minus 25% to damage received cannot be cancelled. Start of turn, plus 50% to blast damage inflicted, plus 60 to recovery. And start of second turn, he inflicts can't attack, so he will lock one of our characters randomly. But also he inflicts attribute downgrade, plus 20% to damage received for 2 turns, and minus 40 to key recovery. As key recovery isn't too much hurtful, those 20% to damage received is going to hurt, especially with those type of characters on the field. So minus 25% to damage received is going to be a lot, and we have to be prepared that we will spend all 6 of our characters to hopefully defeat him. We might not defeat him at the start of the first turn, even with all of our characters. But yeah, maybe I will think of something. Actually. Okay, Rosie, start of turn, plus 40% to damage inflicted for 1 turn. Start of turn, if there are 3 or more allied attack rival universe. She inflicts attribute downgrades, plus 20% to blast damage received, minus 20 to key recovery, and minus 20% to health restoration for 1 turn. So yeah, blast damage received is going to be wild, but still, and she's quite fast, so yeah, it will be annoying character. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is this one. Yeah, and actually here I have a proposal, because after this stage we can go either here or here. It depends on how much health you will have. I will cover both of those stages. This stage will be later on our road, so we will not. Oh, something's wrong. So we will not evade it. No. So I have to. I moved my cable, so probably It just disconnected. Oh, come on, what's going on? Why is it not working? Okay, weird thing. The device stopped working. That's weird. Okay, just give me a second. No, it doesn't work. Maybe this one. Waiting for device. Okay, it doesn't work either. Okay, so let me just quickly restart my computer, and I will be back in a second. So I'll just part one. All right. Of course. Everything went sideways, I guess. Sorry for that, but it's not my fault that it is not working right. Alright, so I'll be back in a minute or two.